Hey everyone. This is a strange video update. I guess I should be like, hey everyone. Terms are strange. I just wanted to pop in, say hey, talk about where I've been, what I want to do with my music, and where I'm going, I guess. It's been a while since I released stuff. I don't know what I should do first. I was just kind of sitting down and talking. The first music I ever I released a song called Metamorphoses. And that was part of this great concept album that I still want to make. That was kind of like mythological and metaphorical and about people on the run in a sort of way, but mostly about, I guess, someone running from a fractured self. It was more of an abstract piece, but it had cohesion to it. It was very, thematically cohesive. Then I started writing the concept for my EP, The Story So Far, which was my second EP. Californian was my first EP. It was made of like pop songs I'd created like a year before or 2 years before about this like gay summer experience I had where I just dated a bunch of different girls. And The Story So Far was really this like murder EP. It was a concept record about these two kids who commit a murder, and I really enjoyed the dynamic between these two characters I created, which reflects a dynamic that I have about two characters in a book that I'm writing and that I've been writing for years since I was 17. I'm 24. And that's something I want to explore. I wanted to do like the story so far as the first EP, then the story continues, and then maybe like the story concludes. I don't know if that's like, or like the story comma the end. I think that's what I was thinking. And that's something I'm still interested in working on, but I'm also exploring kind of my own artistry and style, and it's evolving in a really exciting way, but in a way that I haven't really been able to sit down and pursue because I'm just working my ass off. Currently working retail, which is like a bitch, but necessary, but painful, and difficult because I'm finally taking like a breath. I worked like 46 hours last week, and yet I still like on my second day off, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go back to work, which is like awful, but that's the way that the machine kind of operates. So I guess the reason I'm coming here is talking about like kind of where my head is at. I wanted to update because I haven't been up posting in a while. Um, I also kind of had a book deal. And I signed an NDA, so I can't get into it. But the book deal I think has fallen through because I haven't really gotten responses. I'm hoping to still be able to put it out, but things are very hard, as they are for a lot of people, which is why I haven't been posting stuff. And I also was like really upset too because I unfortunately found out that not a lot of my fans, but one of like my biggest supporters is MAGA, like they're a Trump supporter, and everything is political. Everything is absolutely political, so I don't have to feel uncomfortable bringing that up here. Um, to say like I don't support that, and I really don't want someone who believes in supporting a racist who also has several allegations against them. That if you think that person should be president, I don't want to engage with you at all, and I have no problem with you not listening to my music. And that was also really difficult to come back to the internet after that because I was just like really mad, and I still in many ways am. Not at that person, just at like people in general for promoting this horrific human being. And in my own like metaphorical and thoughtful way, I also wanted to make a commentary on that. I don't want to like I don't like when art is like super pandering and overt, so it would not be in a distasteful way, but it's something that I'm interested in doing too. But it's been hard because to like produce stuff because I'm insecure. I get a lot of hate online. I get a lot of love, but I get a lot of hate too. And sometimes I just feel so exposed as I vacillate between wanting to be like this huge big pop star and also wanting to just like be successful but like have no one know who I am, operate under pseudonym. Um, so that's all tricky. And it's difficult to get over all that. Like I'm actively getting over all that. I'm also at a job where I'm, like, underappreciated and undervalued, and I feel like I'm not taken seriously despite how much work I put in, and to be honest, everything that I do is so unrewarding. I also write fan fiction online too, I'm not gonna say, what my username there is, and it's like, I do art for art's sake. I'm always gonna make art, I'm still making art, you just aren't seeing it, but I am making art, and I'm gonna put it out sometime. But it's difficult to constantly give, and for years in my life, I've wondered if, you know, as the Beach Boys song goes, I just wasn't made for these times. Am I ahead of my time? Am I going to fade into obscurity? Am I one of those people who, God forbid, passes away? And then hundreds of years later, people are like, wow, well, hundreds of years isn't going to happen with the way climate's going. But you know what I mean? Like, after I pass, will people finally, like me? And so flourishing on your own terms without much validation that you're flourishing, with actually lots of outside, commentary and managers and things to make you feel as if you're not growing at all. It's tricky. It's tricky to be on my own metric and my own have my just measure myself against myself. And I don't mean like growing as a person because I do have like friends and I am like I know I am growing as a person. I thankfully have well, there are a lot of ways to know that, but I know I am. But it's really difficult. Like Emily Bronte, who wrote my favorite book, or one of my favorite books, Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights was like people did not understand it. They did not like it at the time. I don't think. I think she like passed away. And now people understand how amazing Wuthering Heights is. And I think she's also maybe crazy. I don't know. But for a long time, like back when I was 17 too, I feared like what if what I'm writing now isn't something that's gonna be understood until like a long time from now. I don't know. So that's like kind of where my head is at. I'm spending my days playing Animal Crossing, which is really exciting. I just started playing Animal Crossing. I'm playing Stardew Valley too, which is really cool. Um, and Mario Kart. I never had a game console because my father was like an asshole and he was like, girls don't play video games. So my brother got video games that he wanted, but I didn't. What's there? Anyways, I think I have mascara on it. So that's a really fun, exciting thing. Dyed my hair red. Dated a guy and was like cheated on. He had a girlfriend of 2 years, which is crazy. A lot's been happening, and yet I feel like it feels like everything is impossible. Um, but whenever like I'm in these moments where I actually have time to remember who am as a person, I am the artist. I am someone who just very much wants to make art. Simultaneously wants to be like, look at me, and wants to run away. Um, and who, despite all odds, is persevering here. So I know this is like a strange update. I wanted to lay out the land of like the music I'm making. I also wanted to write a song, or not song. What was it gonna be called? Like, I think it was gonna be called Chesapeake, Nebraska, which is a reference to a couple of TV shows I was like writing songs about. Um, but I think it's also to say that a lot of the things that you're hearing from me that I'm like posting are like concepts from different records, and I just don't want them to be like minced together because they're just not meant for that. But I also don't have the luxury of a studio or like anything to like no team, no nothing. Like it's just me in my bedroom. No dry shampoo. I'm just kidding. I do have dry shampoo, but it's anyways. So that's kind of explaining the jumbled state of things. I've said it a million times, I'll say it again. I will always be here. I will always be making art. So I know it's been a while, but I'm still here and I'm still queer. And despite the fucking losers I date. And I hope you still stick around for me. I love you guys. Unless you're Trumpy. I don't love you if you're Trumpy, I have to say. But I love most of you guys. Bye.